All right, guys, listen, there's one stock out there that's doing very well right now, despite the stock market in general, as you guys probably should know at this point, not doing well. Not doing well at all, especially in the past 24 hours. So I want to break down this stock in this video, and I want to go over some other stocks more towards the end of the video. And of course, we got to break down the stock market in general as well. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee. Make sure to get your 13 stocks from Moomoo and your 12 stocks from Webull, linked right down below, and subscribe to my second channel if you haven't done so already. Stocks Talks Money. All of that is linked down below, and let's dive into the video. So listen, it's about what? 10:45 a.m. right now on the East Coast. We're about an hour and 15 minutes in to the session, and we have all the indexes except for the Russell. Believe it or not, they're bouncing back, guys. They're in the green right now. We have the Nasdaq up 0.6, S&P's up 0.4, Dow's up 0.2, as we have the Russell slightly in the red. It is down 0.1%, and the VIX is down as well. VIX is hovering just under 27. It is down just over, or rather under 2% so far on the day. And let me see gold. Gold's at $17.14 an ounce right now, down 0.1%. Silver's up 0.6. And if I had my phone on me, I'm actually doing an update right now. iOS 16 or something like that. Yeah, I think it's the 16 one. I saw people were saying to get it, so I'm doing it. I'm updating it right now. But I think Coinbase, not Coinbase, but Ethereum, Bitcoin, those are, last I checked, they were slightly in the green. Who knows, though? That stuff is very volatile, as you all know. So at this point, it looks like the markets have been consolidating, really just looking at the pre-market from today and the aftermarket hours from yesterday. You guys see that it's been pretty flat, and this is SPY that we're looking at. You know, after yesterday's destruction during the day and pre-market yesterday, we were flat, you know, right around SPY held right around 393, you know, throughout the aftermarket yesterday into the pre-market today, and that's still where we are now. So we shall see what direction we pick. You know, do we end up maybe starting to see a bit of a relief rally heading into the rest of the day today, or does this thing, you know, maybe get even worse? You know, does it take out 390 and the selling from yesterday resumes, and we end up going to the lows from you know, not even a couple weeks ago, just 1 week ago, being 388 on SPY. You know, what direction are we going to pick? That's kind of what I'm waiting for right now in the short term, as again, we're pretty flat. Same thing here with Triple Q. You guys can see on the 5-day, 5-minute, if I zoom in a bit, I don't even have to zoom in. You can see yesterday after the bell, it held right around 293, 294, and same with the pre-market today, and pretty much right now, you know, as we're about an hour 15 minutes into the session, it's just a little bit above 294. It's pretty much holding that level. So I'm just waiting for direction at this point when it comes to SPY and Triple Q, and it looks like we're you know, we're holding decently in the green right now, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest, considering yesterday was just a freaking bloodbath. It wasn't like a 1-2% red day, guys. We had a 4 or 5, almost 6% red day for the Nasdaq. I mean, this stuff, that's not a normal sell-off. That is a nasty, nasty sell-off. So it doesn't really surprise me that we're just cooling off a little bit today. And again, watch out for that direction. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And now let's talk about that stock. And don't just end the video after this stock, because we have more to talk about later in this video after that stock that we're going to talk about right now, which is, guys, Starbucks. Look at this. Starbucks is up over 5% on the day, and I think it started rallying yesterday. They had it was after the bell. There we go. So Starbucks yesterday, you know, at its low was at $86 a share. We got a pop to about 90 after the bell. Now it's at 92.50. So let's break down what's going on here. First of all, technically, it's completely breaking out above the moving averages. We're at a multi-month high. We're breaking this wedge. So yesterday they announced they are investing $450 million, and there's a lot of things they announced yesterday. We're gonna get into that right now. They announced they're investing $450 million into revamping the North American stores, and that's one thing. And on top of that, a lot of analysts, a lot of big banks, they upgraded. JP Morgan raised their price target to $100 from $92. I think that came this morning. Barclays maintains overweight, but they also raised their price target to $100. So let's quickly go over here to Safari, guys. Let me pull it up because we're going to dive a little bit deeper. This is the report, the press release, whatever you want to call it, from yesterday from Starbucks. And what we see here from fiscal 2023 to fiscal 2025, they also provided some guidance here, guys. And what was this exactly? Starbucks, reinvention plan. That's what it was. Reinvention plan. They came out with this. They released it yesterday. So from fiscal 2023 to fiscal 2025, Starbucks expects comparable store sales to be in the range of 7 to 9% annually, both globally and in the U.S., up from the previous 4 to 5%, the previous range of 4 to 5%. So that's fantastic, right? Fantastic. In China, Starbucks expects outsized comparable store sales performance in fiscal 23 and 24 as the market leaps the severe impact of COVID-19 related lockdowns, with growth normalizing in the range of 4 to 6% in fiscal 25, an increase from the prior range of 2 to 4%. You guys see this? They're increasing that guidance. This is fantastic. This is why, a big reason why the stock is moving. And let's continue because there's more. Oh, wait. There's more. Yes, guys. The company's global store portfolio is expected to grow by roughly 7% annually on a net basis from fiscal 23 to 25, up from the previous approximately 6%, the previous estimate. This increase is driven largely by accelerated growth across the U.S. portfolio, yada, 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 reinvention plan, yada, 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 3 to 4%. Let's see here. Globally, Starbucks, this is good right here. Globally, Starbucks expects to approach 45,000 stores by the end of 2025 and is well on track to approach 55,000 stores by 2030 as projected in its 2020 Investor Day, which is good. They're not falling off track. They're right on track. 55,000 stores during this 2020 to 2030. During this decade, they're trying to get up to that number. Who knows? They might even surpass that number. And quickly, guys, before you get too bored here, listen to this. Starbucks now expects global revenue growth in the range of 10 to 12% from 23 to 25, and the prior range was 8 to 10%. So you guys get the drift here. You guys get the point. The gist is what I'm trying to say. They're guiding up. The company's looking to kind of get another. They're trying to spur that growth a little bit. The company slowed down a little bit recently. Now they're trying to ramp it up again, and I'm liking that. But the thing is, we'll talk about this in a second, but the thing is, I'm not in the stock anymore, and I was hoping the stock was going to come down, but by the looks of it, it's not looking to come down now, in the short term at least. Who knows? Anything could happen, but right now, it doesn't look like it wants to come down. Non-GAAP EPS growth is expected to be in the range of 15 to 20% annually through fiscal 25, representing an improvement from the 10 to 12% previous range. That's pretty much a double up, guys, from 10 to 12%, now 15 to 20%. It's not really a double up completely, but pretty dang close. So this company is looking, and this whole report is long. I mean, we can't talk about all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. Forward-looking statements. I mean, risk factors. There's a bunch of stuff. We're not going to get into that in this video. But overall, Starbucks, they're looking good, guys. They're looking good. I'm liking this. I'm pumped for the company, even though I'm not in the stock right now. It's all good. This is great for all the existing Starbucks shareholders, and who knows? I mean, this could turn around, this to the downside, and maybe I could get back in the stock. But by the looks of it, it doesn't want to do that. It's completely breaking out. This is now at a multi-month high. Sure, we do have resistance coming up at $93, as you guys can see. But if this breaks 93 to 95, it's probably going to get up to 100, like JP Morgan and Barclays. That's where they raised their target to. That's the next gap, from 93 to $100. That is where, no joke, it could get to. And unfortunately, this is the reality of the stock market for people like me that get out of a stock and they want to get into it again. They want to buy back in, and it runs away from them. This has happened to me time and time again. I've talked to you guys about it time and time again. Another example is Ford. We haven't talked about this in a while, but Ford is one that I was super close to buying back in July when it was at 10, but I was like, I want to get it at $7, $8. I was stuck to that, and I'm still sticking to that. but it ran away. Now it's at 15 bucks. So you got to realize if you're really sticking to these price targets, guys, you really want to get a stock at a certain price. Sometimes it's just not going to happen, and you're going to have to move on or just be patient or look at other stocks. That's just how it works. It's just how it works, guys. So what do you think? I mean, what do you think about Starbucks? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you haven't gotten your 13 stocks from Moomoo yet, get those linked down below or go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. All you have to do is deposit at least $100 and boom, you get up to 13 stocks, each up to $2,000. It's free money, guys. It also helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. So let's run through some other stocks, 3 other ones quickly, as the markets now are officially all green. The Russell's now green, NASDAQ, S&P, Dow. Everything is in the green right now at 10:55 when I'm filming this video. So Snowflake is looking like it's doing well today. It's up 2%. 2%. It's at $190 a share and is getting awfully close to that $200 resistance I have drawn out here, which you guys can see. We talked about this before, but I'll say it again. At the end of August, we hit $200, got rejected, but buyers came in at 170. We held a higher low. Now we're exploding back up, and we have a cup and handle. You guys see this? This is a cup and handle, clear as day. So if this breaks 200, I'm telling you, Snowflake is going to rip, in my opinion, towards the mid-200s. Is it going to get to 250 like that in a day or two? Probably not, although it's possible. I mean, anything's possible. But I'm looking at it more as a, maybe a couple of weeks out type of play. But who knows? It could happen in a day or two. Nobody really knows at the end of the day. But I think momentum will kick in above $200 on Snowflake. And I wanted to mention quickly 2 stocks that I'm looking at that collapsed pretty aggressively. Well, I don't want to say collapsed aggressively this morning because I guess that's what you would call yesterday's collapse. So today was a little bit of a lighter collapse for Meta stock, but it's still down. I mean, the stock market in general is green, but Meta is down 2%, and it actually hit a fresh low again. It pierced under $150, guys. It hit 149 this morning. Now it's barely above 150, so I think Meta is on its way. I said this yesterday. I'll say it again. We have a descending triangle, clear as day. This is well on its way now to 140, 145, which is where I'm sticking to it. I'm going to buy my next batch of shares. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm waiting on, guys. So the next one here, last one, if you guys are still here, I appreciate you all. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. NVIDIA hit under 130 today. Meta got under 150. NVIDIA under 130. Look at this. We are currently at 131, so we have rallied a little bit, but earlier in the morning, it was at 129.13. So it's up about almost 2% from that low. But still, the bears pushed it under 130. This is not good at all. I think this sell-off could continue, especially if we do end up getting a dump at some point later today, especially if this rally that we're seeing, this little run, which is really nothing considering yesterday was such a bloodbath. We're just pretty much consolidating today. If this ends up being a bull trap or whatever you call it, we get more red in the overall markets. NVIDIA is going to get smoked, and that's probably going to be when I'm going to be able to buy my first batch of shares for NVIDIA on the next potential, it's not for sure, but the next potential leg down in the markets. Let's say if SPY fails at, what was it, 388? Yeah, 388 from a couple days ago or from a week ago. If SPY breaks 388, we start going to 360. You bet your you-know-what, NVIDIA is going to collapse. That's going to be my chance, in my opinion, to buy more, or not to buy more, but to start a position, right? And Triple Q, if it cracks under 290, the lows from earlier this month, you know what's going to happen to NVIDIA and Meta from there, guys. That's what I'm waiting for. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe. Don't forget to get your 13 stocks from Moomoo, 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. Check out my Patreon, all that good stuff. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And oh, this hat looks kind of weird on me. Hold on, let me fix that. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, let's do that. That's perfect. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Cheers. Good luck today. Let's see how this plays out. I'll see you later.